The Imam at the mosque in Egypt, where more than 300 people were killed, has recounted the moment the gunmen stormed the building, saying they were shooting anyone who was breathing. Imam Muhammad Abdul Fattah was about to deliver his Friday sermon at the Al-Rawda Mosque in Bir al-Abed, North Sinai, when dozens of attackers opened fire and threw grenades at the estimated 500 worshippers inside. Speaking from a hospital bed in Sharqiya, Mr. Abdul Fattah said, "About 2 minutes after I climbed onto the platform, I heard what sounded like an explosion outside the mosque, and then some people came inside firing at all the worshippers." Image. The exterior of Al-Rawda Mosque is seen in Bir al-Abed, Egypt. Of course, as soon as people heard the firing, they all started to run. Some people climbed onto the platform. I saw them piled on top of each other, and the assailants were hitting anybody and everybody, anybody who was breathing. I didn't see their numbers, I didn't see what they looked like, I could only feel their presence inside the mosque. Video. Egypt strikes back at militants. A stampede occurred as people rushed for an exit, while others tried desperately to force their way out of windows. When the violence finally stopped, more than 300 people were dead, including 27 children, and 128 others were injured. Nobody has claimed responsibility for the attack, which is the deadliest in Egypt's modern history, but officials say the gunmen brandished an Islamic State flag as they opened fire. Image. Egyptians crowd around ambulances following the gun and bomb attack. Al-Rawda Mosque was largely attended by Sufi Muslims, a strand of Islam which militants consider heretic. On Saturday, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi declared 3 days of mourning and vowed to respond with brutal force to the atrocity. The army and police will avenge our martyrs and return security and stability with force in the coming short period, he said in a televised speech. Video. Egypt attacks terror group after mosque blast. Hours later, Egyptian Air Force jets pursued the terrorists and discovered several vehicles used in the terrorist attack, killing those inside near the vicinity of the attack, an army spokesman said. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Theresa May has told President al-Sisi that the UK stands ready to help in any way possible. Downing Street said the two leaders agreed that continued bilateral cooperation in the area was needed. A Number 10 spokesman said they agreed that terrorism was an international problem and that it was important for countries to work closely together and share expertise to counter the growing threat of terrorism around the world.